Hi, my name is Derek Taylor. I'm also known at the LCS as that TSM guy, and I've basically been to every TSM game since Wild Turtle subbed in for Chaox in the beginning of Season 3, got his pentakill on Caitlyn, and no matter where they went, I was not missing their games. This was the very first esports scene I was introduced to. I seen it being built from the ground up. It was nothing how it is today, and being able to be a part of that has been a humongous impact on my life.
We're moments before the NALCS 2018 Summer Finals, where the best League of Legends teams in North America will compete for a chance to go to the International World Championship. It's here where thousands of fans come together to cheer for their favorite teams, experience the energy of a packed stadium event, and share their love of the game.
My favorite team is Team Liquid.
Cloud9.
Cloud9 fan.
I'm ready for C9.
I'm a TSM fan and a Cloud9 fan.
Team Liquid.
Team Liquid, double lift all the way.
C9 all the way. From last to champions.
We know thousands of fans turn up for finals and even more for Worlds. But why do they do it?
It's just not the same being at home and watching it. You have the energy of the crowd, you have everything going on.
I love the chanting and all the stuff between the games that you can't see from online.
I mean, everyone is so hyped. It's like shouting with them, like chanting for your favorite team.
I always meet the most incredible people when I come to events.
I've met with so many people here that just because we have C9 in common and we can start, talking memes, that we just instantly get along, and I've just added a bunch of people on League from today and yesterday.
My favorite thing about the League community is it brings you together. Like, if you're into the esports aspect, there's that. If you're into the creative aspect, there's the cosplay community. It's just a really great place to gather together with a common interest.
Yeah, I know it gets a bad reputation that it's toxic, but in real life, it's the complete opposite. So I really enjoy the people.
It's just great being a part of a community where they all care about as much as I do about super sick plays and the really big games. Hearing people yell when a gigantic play happens and getting sort of deafened by a giant crowd.
The next is open. There is no defense. Svenskeren shows up, but the base will fall. Back-to-back sweeps. TL's the best team in North America.
The League community has some incredible people supporting it. From grassroots community organizers to content creators and casters, you'd be hard-pressed to find one of these people who doesn't have a heartwarming story to tell.
Having a fan say, hey, back in 2013, X happened and I loved it. That blows my mind. That means that person has held on to that memory forever for something we both love, and he was able to recall it. To relive those moments with somebody that had just as much passion as I did when that call came out is the most gratifying moment of this job.
One of my favorite things to do with my community when I'm done streaming is to host somebody who has maybe 10 or less viewers. So many of my people will stick around and make this person's day, who's been probably streaming for months with 0 to no viewers at all. It's just really cool to see everybody get amped up for somebody else.
I like to go out and talk to the fans after the games, and there were these two kids, looked like they were probably 15, 16, and the girl walks up and she says, hey, are you Captain Flowers? And I said, yeah. And she was like, will you take a picture with my boyfriend? He's too shy to ask you, and he doesn't want to feel like he's bothering you. As a dude who comes from small town Cornfield, Ohio, I still can't believe that somebody would be that nervous to ask for a picture. I'm still surprised people asked for a picture with me to begin with. And to have somebody be that nervous, I took it as the most sincere compliment. I'll never forget that till the day I die.
I don't remember her name, but she gave me a Bard plushie that she made. One of his little tiny meeps that he has following him around. So I still have that.
But I think my favorite thing are typically the letters, where they pour out their soul to you on a small note and talk about how big of a fan they are, how much they support you. I think those are very meaningful.
So one time I was at, I think, Lone Star Clash, and there was a fan who came up to me and gave me a letter. It had glitter on it. That's why it really stood out to me. It said that I was doing a great job, and honestly, the person looked up to me and they wished me the best in the future. So I would keep that letter with me, and in all its glitter in my LCS backpack. It would travel with me to every event, to LCS stage every year, and it was kind of the reminder for me to not only stay grounded, but what fans really meant to me. Because I think without them and without their support, I would have failed even earlier as a professional player or as a streamer, and I would not be the person I am today.
The people that have supported my content, when you look at their involvement with charity events, the way they've lifted up other content creators and cosplay folks, etc., The community is, I think, overall one of the best in gaming.
I will definitively be a fan until League of Legends disappears, which I don't see that happening.
In the next episode, we're taking a look at the place where the next generation of League of Legends pros train and compete, the Academy League. We interview Academy casters, coaches, and players about how the new infrastructure is creating opportunities and stability for those seeking to make a career in esports.